Hey guys, how are you doing? And welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, even though we are in March, I would like to thank you all for being here and wish you all a very happy new year still. And I hope all your wishes and dreams come true. And also that you have set your goals and you are working right now to accomplish them at the end of this month or within a month or a week. I hope you accomplish them all. In this episode, I will be focusing more on my journey in 2020 up to 2021. And I hope you leave this episode very much inspired and very determined to accomplish your goals. And I hope to see you, of course, in the next episodes because I really want to elaborate a little bit more on what I'm doing on the island and all the things that I want to accomplish. So let's continue. Hey guys, how are you doing? And welcome back to my channel. For the new subscribers or new listeners, welcome, and I very much thank you in advance for taking the time to actually choosing this channel and or podcast to listen to it. And also I hope for you to also get inspired and show your support, and I really hope to see you all soon and see your reactions and comments as well. But let's get right into it. This year and last year was a roller coaster. First of all, I did not see it coming at all. This video was a procrastination 101 because this one is the fourth version I am actually recording because I didn't like the previous one. But also I became a little bit camera shy again, so I'm pretty much up and running all over again. But let's get into it because I'm very excited to tell you what I have been up to for the past year or so. Let's start January 2020. I started the year actually in Curacao, which was awesome because I love spending time with my family. But additionally, when I went back to the Netherlands, I was determined to find a new job, switch careers, finish my thesis that I had to write 3 times. Yes, 3. And also start growing my career in Europe and exploring and travel and everything. So in January, I was very much determined to finish my thesis and find a job that I actually love. Then it was February, the same. It was mostly searching for a job and also working on my thesis. So basically my thesis became a part-time job as well, which I did not have a problem with it because I liked it. I loved my topic a lot, and therefore it was very easy to roll into it and actually research it even further. And then March, March everything changed for me because at that point I decided to come to Curacao for a surprise visit, and I ended up staying until July. Corona happened. Yes, indeed, Corona happened, and therefore I decided to stay here on the island and actually really focusing on finish my thesis at one point. Here on the island, it was full lockdown, as in full, no more going out, no more going to the beach. We had plate numbers day, so on that specific day, twice a week, you were allowed to leave the house, but no partying, no beach, no happy hours. It was just primary buying grocery things and then go back home. But for me, it was a perfect time because at that point, I really got the opportunity as well to work on my thesis, finish it, and also really searching what I want to do more or less when everything would have gone back to normal. And that was from March, April, May, June, and I graduated. Score. I graduated, and then it was a very happy moment because I was able to spend it with my family as well, and we celebrated. And actually the day after, we didn't have lockdown anymore, so we were allowed to celebrate and go all out, but I didn't anyways. But most importantly for me, it was the spending time with my family and also really much focusing on that quality time. Then July, I decided to go back to the Netherlands because of course I could not miss my graduation. It was one of the most awesomest if that's even a word, experiences or graduation I had, because we didn't really have the formal toga ceremony and all that shebang, but it was a drive-through. And I think the university, Breda University of Applied Sciences, did an amazing job organizing that as well. I very much enjoyed it. My parents were there virtually, and I had an uncle and a few friends there as well, and that was all good. And then, okay, it was back in the Netherlands, check, then start finding a job. That was the thing. So I was very much determined to find a job there and doing the career shift and really focusing on my future. But I did not expect that the impact of Corona was so intense in the Netherlands, and therefore I was searching and searching and searching, and I always got underqualified, overqualified, no reply. I mean, it was just an emotional roller coaster factor, and in between there I decided to start this channel as a portfolio and also to showcase what I can do and what I know. But at the end, it got a toll on me in every single way possible, and I do have to say, on that second year anniversary in the Netherlands, I decided to come back. Yes, I did not see it coming. It had to sink in for at least a week before I could actually tell people I was coming back, and even so I didn't tell everyone either. But at that point I wasn't really ready to come back to the island, because I was mostly focused on creating something new and going towards that change. And I was actually getting used to the whole environment and my house and my apartment just being there. But I do have to say, while being there the last few months, it was very intense because you had to deal with corona measurements and regulations and the moving and everything. But I've noticed that it would not be fun to spend the winter with corona in the Netherlands, probably all by myself. So at that point I was actually happy I was coming back to be here. And so November I moved back to the island, and I was happy about it. I was happy, but on the other hand, it was somewhat a mixed feeling, in the sense of I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't really know what to do. My target audience and groups were kind of different. So I think that was also one of the reasons that I did put the YouTube and the podcasting channel on hold. It was mostly because I really wanted to find myself back and adjusting to the new environment, even though I was born and raised here. But I do have to say, I do think very global. But I really had to get used to the whole, let's move back to the island, and different target audience, different aspects of living, style of living. But therefore, I kind of took 2 months to really get into it again. And then I decided between those months that I would make this year a sabbatical year, and that was because I took those 2 months, especially when I was back, to really research, look around, what do I want to do, what I don't want to do, where do I want to work, where do I don't want to work, with who do I want to network with who do I don't really want to mingle with, not in a bad way, but in the sense of some people actually are focused on the same thing and others are not. And therefore I really was looking around which way I wanted to go with my life, my personal life and career especially. And before we knew it, it was January 1st again, which I got to spend with my family, which was awesome. And we had a curfew of 9 p.m. That was awesome. But I do have to say it was fun because it was different. I mean, yeah, it happens, it happens. Not all, thank God, not every year, but it happens. But at that point, in January, I was very much focused on, okay, I had a sabbatical, or I declared 2020 a sabbatical, but right now I kind of have to find something else to do. And therefore, I started to strategize and make mind maps, and also really focusing on what I want to do, where do I want to work. I applied for only one job, I do have to say, but it was purely because I kind of needed to work. And yes, I mean, you know, I think everything happens for a reason, and in between the two last months of 2020 and let's say the beginning of January, everything started to roll out very organically. I'd have to say I didn't really push anything, but I was determined. And one thing I said was that I don't want to work anymore for established companies, marketing companies, because I knew I wasn't able to pursue what I want and grow the way I wanted to. And therefore, I pretty much targeted universities on the island and, stay positive because, again, everything happens for a reason. And if you are determined and you have a goal in mind, it will happen because right now I'm working part-time at two separate universities. So I work partially at the University of Curacao and also at the University of the Dutch Caribbean. Additionally, I'm also mapping out or strategizing on new project concerning technology and innovation on the island. And also with all those packages, I also find the right balance between work and my personal life that is amazing, and I do advise to do that. But nonetheless, for me, it was last year especially was a rocky year, but I've learned so much more. I've learned perseverance, encouragements, to push myself to fall and stand back up again, because I think that is a quality that I started to embrace lately, that I am able to fall and get back up and just go for it. And yes, I mean, what can I say? I'm happy here. I'm very happy. I got a lot of the times the questions, why did you come back? Why did you leave the Netherlands and came back to an island? But the thing is that deep down, I also knew that if I would stay in the Netherlands, my competition there would have been a lot. And over here, I am one in a million that has my background in career and also education, and therefore my opportunities here on the island were much bigger and that I can accomplish much more. And ultimately, my focus is and will be for the upcoming years to educate people on the needs of technology and innovation on the island and how to incorporate it. And I couldn't do that in the Netherlands, and therefore I am happy that I still have my network over there, but I can work here. And seeing that we can also travel around or have Zoom conference, Skype conference, we can communicate as well, and they can support me, I can support them in a different way as well. Therefore, my decision ultimately, I think, was the best decision I could have made, period. And I am happy about it. And ultimately, I know it is for the best. I'm going to leave it until here for you right now, and I hope you are also inspired to, even though things are not going according to plan, that it doesn't, but something good will happen afterwards. And I am, actually, I can say I've experienced that, and I also encourage you to just take a leap of faith and just make things happen. It might be questionable at first, but the outcome and results later on are awesome. You will actually enjoy them the way I am enjoying them right now. And yes, that was my life 2020 to March 2021. So from not having a job right now, I have a lot to do, and I also want to still do the podcasting and the videos, and therefore scheduling is key to success, I say. But thank you so much for watching this video again, and I really hope you've enjoyed it. I'm gonna come with more of these types of videos to encourage you to pursue what you want and your dreams, but additionally also giving you an update what can be done on the island. Hopefully I can come with interviews as well to just talk about what is happening on the island on the technology and innovation level and how to make things happen the right and proper way. I hope to see you soon in my next episode. Bye!